For me, the things that I went through at USC, when I look back on it, and I look where we are now in 2020, I appreciate what's about to happen. I appreciate the fact that these young kids are going to make money off their name, image, and likeness, because I know what it's like not to be able to do that. I know what it's like to kind of still be hamstrung, at the college level, where the universities are making millions and millions of dollars off of you, but you can't make any money off of you. And what that does now, what the way I see it is, now we're going to allow people to be able to make money at an earlier rate, and also they're going to be able to take care of their families, right? They're going to be able to eat a little better, right? Their life is going to be just a little bit more comfortable, and that's the way it should be when you're in college. There's this narrative and this misconception that you're supposed to be broke in college, right? You're supposed to be broke, and you're supposed to still be struggling, and you're supposed to still be trying to make it and figure it out, right? But at the same time, somebody else is benefiting off of your name, image, and likeness. And so all we asking is just for a little piece. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making millions off of us, so just let us make a little bit of money off of us at the same time.
Reg, how much do you think a current player can make off this name, image, and likeness? Like, say you're quarterback at USC and you guys are rolling.
Yeah.
How much do you think a guy can make in 1 year?
Yeah, I honestly, so for example, Matt Leinart at that time period, I think Matt could have made millions, because he won a Heisman Trophy. We had won a national championship. We had been to 2 national championships. I don't know, just one. Sorry. And no, sorry, 2. I apologize. We have been to 2 national championships, and I think he could have made millions and millions of dollars. In LA, in Hollywood, you got to think Los Angeles brings a different culture that no other city can really offer. And maybe New York, places like New York City, have the opportunity to be able to do things like that. But I think Matt Leinart could have made a lot of money. Obviously, Lindell White, Brian Cushing, Clay Matthews. We had so many guys that went to the next level that could have easily made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's life-changing money.
Yes.
That's the thing. This is life-changing money for some of these kids and their families, when they're in college.
Let's talk about whenever you were at USC. You were the face of now Matt Leinart. Obviously, you two were a tag team of pop culture and everything like that. But you were the face of LA for a long time. I mean, Reggie Bush, 20 years old, you were the king of LA at the time. And if you were living off the college money, that had to be a bit of a struggle. So whenever this whole thing came out, I think that you were one of the first players where even the people that were against college players making money, they're like, yeah, but that's fucking Reggie Bush. I mean, we're talking every highlight, every primetime game, your name, your face was everywhere. That had to be very frustrating whenever that all happened. When the original, it all came out, they took your Heisman, no more Orange Bowl, like the whole thing. How was your mental state at that time? You said that you went into a little bit of depression because you felt like you were kind of left behind by some people there when you were at the Saints. But as it was happening, what was your thoughts through that whole process?
My thoughts were, I was angry, I was bitter, I was resentful, I was upset, I was confused, I was also sad, depressed. You name it, just about every wave of emotion. I went through it, and I went through it, while I was in New Orleans. Unfortunately, because the reason I say unfortunately is because I wish, when I go back, I wish I could have just enjoyed that ride with a little less stress. You know what I mean? Because that was such a magical ride for us. It was such a magical run for us while we were down there, and we got an opportunity to be a part of history. We got an opportunity to do something special for a city that had just lost so much. And it's funny because when I think about New Orleans and how special it is to me, this was a city that welcomed me with open arms, right? And I never forget the first time I went to New Orleans, and I went to Chef Emil's restaurant, and we walked in, the whole restaurant stood up, applauded, and I thought the coaches had set that up, but it was, the fans were truly embraced me. And so when I look back on my relationship with the people there in the city, that was a place that I needed to go to, because they welcomed me with open arms at a very, very vulnerable time in my life. And they gave me this renewed strength, this renewed passion that, okay, I'm wanted again, right? And now, I have something to wake up for and to strive for. And so New Orleans is very special, very near and dear to my heart because, while they viewed us as, kind of their saviors, I was viewing them as my savior.
Phew.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Play good, pay good, die good.